YouTube land, I'm JD and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a bit of an unboxing of a watch that came from the United States of America. So this watch was shipped by a gentleman for me to have a look at. It is not working, I hear, and it's not in very good, it's in good condition, but it's not working. So we're going to have a look at this, but I'm going to tear this thing open somehow. Just probably send it back in the exact same box. I just need to figure out how to open this thing. I'm not sure why they don't come with instructions, but they don't. So oh, there's another one there. So plenty of tape. Gotta make sure that the, now there, yeah, that's my it's interesting, very interesting, my address and that's I think. There's another leaf open here, and then I've got one more on the side here to open. I'm not sure if that'll help at all. I think I will ship it back in a different box anyway, so let's just tear this thing open here and have a look. Oh, I got it open. There we go. There we go, and it's in a bag. So the box is in a bag. They charged me exactly $27.49. $27.49. There's the number right there. And I got GST, and they assumed that the watch value is $134.95. So there you go. Let's have a look. Open this up here. It's interesting because this is a U.S. Postal Service bag or something. I'm not sure what this is. Other than being really well packed. So there's that. Throw this away. Here's a cough for you. I got a little bit of laryngitis that my wife gave me. She had it too, and we both ended up having it. So there's another box. If I was a box collector, I'd be in really good shape right now. But let me see how this thing opens. You don't want to open something the wrong way and potentially damage anything. So I think I can just open this up like that. I want to make sure I tear away from the material. Like this, wearing the Citizen Aqualand Pro Diver. Very, very nice watch with a little bit of a diving thing in the back end here. As you can see, it senses the water and tells you how deep you are. So pretty cool diver. There's the box. And I know Joey's out there watching me undo this, and I think the watch is over on this side. So I'm going to be very careful when I open it. I told him to pack it well, and man, did he ever pack it well. I'm still down. I bet you the postal guys were going, what the hell's in here? It's so small. And they must have opened it too. Or did they? That's the question. Here we go. Here's the, this here is an Apple tracker. So he put a tracking device in here, which is a great idea if you're shipping. So, and I'll return that tracking device later. That's an AirTag. So that's an Apple AirTag. And let me just see if there's a watch in here. And let me just grab this with my little fingers, and there it is. There is the pocket watch. Let me just zoom in and have a look. Alright, it is a Hamilton. It's a size 16 pocket watch. It's in fairly good condition. It's got basically some engraving, engraved usually, but machine engraving on the back end of this watch here. And I look at how does this thing open. Let me have a look at this. It opens from the front, I think. It swings open maybe. So I'm just going to take the bezel off here for a second. And there we go. It is lever set, as you can see. There's the lever there. And if I turn the lever, is it going to set for me? Yes, it is. That's good news to start off with. Now, this will flip open. This watch flips open right here, but you got to pull the crown out to get the stem out of the way to flip the watch open. So there we go. So the crown just popped out of the way. And now I'm going to get my fingernail in here and see if I can do this. Looks like there's a piece of metal here sticking out too, which is very interesting. But I'll just take this with my thumbnail. That's not going to work, so let me get a case opener here and see if I can open it that way. I don't want to scare Joey there on the other end and say, look, stop playing with my watch. This looks like it, before I open it, I just want to have a look at this here. So there we go. It looks like it has got one crack right here, which is not too bad, I guess. It's just one. It's got a double sunken dial, so the first sink on the dial is right there, and then the seconds dial is sunk down too, and the seconds hand is on there. So we'll end up removing those hands after. I just am very curious about the movement itself, so I'm going to see if I can get this in here to pop the movement open, and very carefully, of course. The thing when you're doing this, it tends to slip. There we go. Come on up, come on up. There we go. There it is. Now you got to pull that, like I said, you pull the crown back and the stem gets out of the way. And there is the Wadsworth 20-year guarantee, which usually means it's 14 karat gold. It's got a nice hinge here. I don't want to put any stress on that hinge. It's got a dust cover on it. And there's the movement screws and holder. I'm very curious whether the balance is good. Yeah, that's good news. Looks like the pivots are good on the balance, which is excellent. I'm not sure about the mainspring, whether that mainspring is broken or not. We'll have to test that. I can usually turn that here and have a look at it. Now, there we go. So I got it going just a bit by putting a little bit of power on the mainspring. So it's running just a bit here. I'm not sure how well it'll run. It just stopped now. Probably needs a very good cleaning. I apologize for my voice again. I just happened to get laryngitis yesterday. My wife had it for about a week and a half. There's a raised gold setting, which is really nice. And it's got gold settings here, here, and here. And this watch is a, what do we got here? It's a Lancaster 21 jewel Hamilton. It's adjusted to 5 positions, as it says. See if I can zoom in on this for you. There it is, Hamilton, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, 21 jewels. It's adjusted to 5 positions. It says that right, where is it? Right here. And it is, what is that? There's a serial number there, 1210111. I'll have to look this up and see what other information there is on this. But very beautiful gold settings. And as you recall in one of my videos, I actually had to make one of these settings before. It's got 2 screws holding in the settings over the top. They're not chamfered in, they're just sitting there. It's a 992 movement, which is a nice Hamilton movement, 992. It is dirty though. It is very dirty. So it needs some TLC. So we'll end up stripping this down and having a look at it and then cleaning it up and making. The good news though is I likely don't have to change the balance. It got a little stuck there for a second, but it's probably gummed up from years of not working properly. So when you fold this in, you fold this movement in, you got to be very careful that the stem folds back into where the watch was, and that worked there, no problem there. So there we go, and push that down again, and that actually should wind. There we go. Look at that. Not sure if it was working before, but it's working now. I think I'll just ship it back. I'm just kidding. So it does need a lot of work. It's I usually clean the face of the watch with Rodico while it's in the movement holder, so it's flat, and I don't introduce any more cracks. I just use Rodico because when you press down on it, it doesn't put any pressure on the face. But it's very beautiful. It's a railroad grade watch for sure, and you can see by the accuracy of the seconds going around, every second has an indice, which is rather unique for a pocket watch. So it's a gorgeous pocket watch. I can get this back into mint condition again. It looks like the crystal is in good shape. May have been replaced once. And I didn't look inside, but when we strip this watch down, I'll have a look inside to make sure to see how many watchmakers have actually cleaned the watch in the past. So again, it's a lever set watch, and I'll end up putting this together and oiling the joint there too. to make sure that's got well oiled. And then when you put the cover back on, like see it's got stuck there a little bit, you give up right away and then you try again. So that way you don't cross any of the threads in the movement. So you don't want to cross the threads before you clean them. I'm going to leave it loose for now. There's no need for me to put this back on, as I'm going to be cleaning the watch, so I don't have to actually play with it anymore. I'll just leave it like this and and put it in a movement holder, and then we'll go from there. So that's it. That's a Hamilton, beautiful Hamilton 992 pocket watch, and let's just get this thing cleaned up and repaired and ready to go. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and I got it, so I think the gentleman who sent it to me will be very happy that it came in one piece. So thank you very much, and make sure you like my videos, subscribe, and pass them along. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.